Hi, how you doing? This is Doron Kormlich from Mosaica, and my guest is Mrs. Rivka Segal, who is, I have to give full disclosure, aside from being the author of Living Tehillim, we go back a long time. Your husband Segal is an old friend of mine, and your family is my neighbors, and your son, I got to say your son, published this a number of years ago with us. So full disclosure, this is not just a professional relationship, but it's a pleasure to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Rabbi Kornbluth.
Okay, so here's, we just have a few minutes, people are busy, but they want to get to know people behind our books. So can you tell me, aside from being like just really powerful and bringing Tehillim into daily life, I guess is the way that I see it. I don't know how you explain it. What's the genesis? Where did this come from? Like, how did you suddenly write a book on Tehillim?
Well, it wasn't suddenly. It was a long process of many years of teaching Tehillim. For about 20 years, I've been teaching Tanakh to all groups of young kids, older women, high school kids, seminary girls. And then I moved to Israel and I went to a seminary and they said, well, we need you to teach Tehillim. And I immediately thought, well, why Tehillim? Every song is the same. What am I going to do for a whole year teaching Tehillim? But that was what was offered. And so when I made Aliyah, you take what you get. And Baruch Hashem, it was the most amazing request that anyone ever asked of me to do Tehillim, because what my goal was to make Tehillim meaningful and to see that every song in Tehillim is different for a different occasion, for a different purpose. And after teaching about 10 or 11 years of Tehillim, and this is to seminary girls, high school girls, and also to women, for many women said to me, you need to write this down, Rivki. We need a book. And thank God Lisa Aiken was in my classes for a number of years, and she said, Rivki, I'm writing your book for you. And that began the beginning of the Living Tehillim series.
That explains the bottom of it.
Right in front. Yes. Thank you very much to Dr. Aiken, who really who gave me empowered me to get
Beautiful.
This off the ground. And the idea is to make Tehillim real to people, that when people say Tehillim, and so many people say Tehillim, and they want to say Tehillim, and I've met so many what we refer to as Tehillim zuggers, people who say Tehillim so much, and the idea is to make it meaningful to them and to use the words of Tehillim to transform the person, herself or himself. And it works. And I've seen, especially now during Corona, and you just go online and you see all these self-help pieces, and I see more and more video or book, and I know a pasuk that matches it in Tehillim. I know it's emes. I know it's true. And if there isn't anything that you can find the source of in Tehillim, either we haven't found it yet, or it's really not emes. And most of the ideas that you deep down I feel are really true. There are psukim in Tehillim for every good self-development idea. And so the thought is, why read it in English books by some, pop psychologists, instead of taking a nice meme or a nice phrase and putting it on your refrigerator that sounds really cool. Take a pasuk, and it's all in psukim. And if you can take a pasuk and find a pasuk and use that pasuk as a mantra during the day, during your week, it transforms your week, and it doesn't just make you a better person, but it connects you back to David HaMelech and to Torah. And that's what's really amazing. It's not just something that's a cool thing for now. It's a pasuk that's been with us for thousands of years.
Amazing. So something that I noticed when you started to explain, and I remember it from when we were editing the book. By the way, the second one is in production right now. It is going to be a whole series. This is.
It's in your hands, Rabbi Kornbluth.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on it. But
okay.
I noticed that you called them songs, and I remember you and I had a discussion about it 2 years ago or whenever that was, and I was kind of nervous, like you can call it a song and it sounds like it's sort of mezalza, like it's a song, David Melech was singing, but on the other hand you clearly feel differently, and you clearly that's how you express it. I mean, you want to just address that?
Yeah, well, a song, first of all, it's a mizmor, and that's generally the term used in the Mefarshim, the commentaries, that it's a mizmor, and mizmor is a song. Psalm, I don't know what that, that
Latin.
Doesn't really do it for anybody.
Right.
A parak, a chapter, makes it, very similar to an academic or to the Torah itself, which is something that we learn. Mm-hmm. A song is something that you take the knowledge that you've received or the idea that you feel inspired by, and you integrate it into every aspect of you, so that the words that come out are also, they come with a rhythm, and you move to the song and you believe in the song, and the song transforms you. And when you start a song and when you end a song, you're in a different place if you sing it properly or if you hear the song properly. And that's really what Tehillim are about. It's a transforming process with a rhythm. And sometimes when I'll learn Tehillim with my students or with myself, I'll ask myself, what's the rhythm of this song? And sometimes when I'm not sure where the song is going, it's not always easy to figure out where am I supposed to go, what am I supposed to feel in this song, how do I start off the song and how do I end off the song? And there are many Tehillim where the actual, the mood of the beginning of the Tehillim is very different than the mood at the end of the Tehillim. So if I sort of sing it and I feel that where's the rhythm taking me, sometimes it gives me the story of the song and where I'm supposed to move with the song. If I was an artist, I happen to be a musician, but if I was an artist, I speak to the artists in my class. I say, what color do you see at the beginning? And what color do you see at the end? What picture are you seeing? And that's really what songs are about. It's poetry and songs, and it's something very emotional as well as intellectual.
Amazing. Let me ask you a question before we go. What do you play? You said you're a musician. I didn't know that. What do you play?
I play piano.
Still play actively?
Yeah. Not anymore. In fact, no. Anyone who's going to listen to this doesn't even know this, but that's what I was when I was in college. I was the music composition and theory. That was my major. And when I was in high school in Beis Yaakov, I was in charge of band, and that was my. Wow. I was the lady who did the piano at all the concerts.
So it's fitting. It's fitting that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought you around to Tehillim. I mean, this is the.
It's very bashert, and I wasn't. It was totally. A discussion with Rabbi Haber when we were making the cover, and I said, "Why are you putting a cello on the cover?" And he's like, "It's a violin." No, it's a cello. And he's like, "Who knows that it's a cello?" And the reason I was concerned about a cello on the cover is because, do you remember this? That when you play cello, your head goes down, and when you play violin, your head goes up. And I wanted the idea of looking up. And I remember Rabbi Haber was saying to me, this is not. No one's going to know that. And for me, it was like, but their head's going to go down. So that's my music background.
Well, thank you for helping us have our heads go a little bit higher. Okay. Much appreciated. Thanks for your time. Much. Maybe when the second volume comes out, we'll do this again.
We'd love to.
Okay.
Thanks so
much.
lot.
Have a great day.
Take care.